Not only was April my birthday month, but it was also my second best sales month so far in 2021, and I even made a sale on eBay. In today's video, I'm going to take you through all of my sales for April 2021 on Poshmark and eBay, let you know what categories are selling, what brands are selling well, and at the end of the video, I'm going to share something that I learned this month from all of you about when a buyer can actually cancel an order. My name is Ashley and I'm a part-time reseller on Poshmark based in Toronto, Ontario, Canada. If reseller content is your jam, I would love for you to give this video a like and subscribe if you haven't already done so. And if you're new, be sure to leave a comment down below to say hello because I love connecting with this community. In April 2021, my gross revenue was $1,364. I sold a total of 46 items and my average sales price was just under $30 at $29.65. My sell-through rate was 22% and I listed a total of 44 items. That's a little bit below my goal of listing 50 per month. Beginning of month, it is my birthday and I was kind of distracted by that and I was waiting on some inventory. It never arrived and I'm not gonna lie, I just kind of got lazy with listing, which is rich because last month I was like, be consistent, do the things. And then I didn't take my own advice. That's okay. I'm still happy with my sales and I know that I'm just gonna list some more in May. Overall, it was really great to see my sales in a similar position as they were to last month, even though I listed a few fewer items. Again, it's like that compound effect of like continuing to do the things over and over to get the results that you want to see. So let's dive into what sold. In total, I made 45 sales on Poshmark Canada and 1 sale on eBay. We'll talk about the eBay sale when we get there. It's so random. I made 1 bundle sale in April and it was actually my first sale of the month. I mentioned in my last video that I took on a consignment client and this bundle was actually 3 items from her, which is great for the buyer because they're all the same aesthetic, all the same size, and they're really happy with the bundle. So those are really gorgeous orange loft linen blend blazer, a super cute loft turquoise short sleeve tee, and a really lovely J. Crew scarf. So that bundle sold for $68 and all 3 of those items have been listed for around 3 weeks. When I got this mango tank top in my box from Jade, I was kind of surprised by it. It was a tank top in army green and it had shoulder pads and I was like, who wants a tank top with shoulder pads? Is that rude? No, it's just honest. I just wouldn't wear a tank top with shoulder pads. I feel like it's too much work for me. This buyer sent an offer for $15 and I accepted. And that took 55 days to sell. Have you sold much from Mango? Let me know down in the comments. I know there used to be a Mango location at the Eaton Centre, which is a big mall in downtown Toronto. I can't remember if it's still there and I can't remember if I've ever bought anything from Mango or if it still exists. I sold a bunch of Lululemon pieces in April and this was one of them. It was the Lululemon Wild Tank in heathered magenta. It was a really cute tank top that I picked up from another reseller. It sold on an offer to liker for $24 and took just over 70 days to sell. Next item was also a pink tank top from Lululemon, but a totally different style. This was the heathered pink glide strap tank top with a boat neck. It was an older style and it sold for $20. That buyer sent me that $20 offer and I accepted and it took about 36 days to sell. I'm kind of steering away from picking up Lululemon tops because I find that they sit a lot longer and I'm just trying to be more selective when I am picking up Lulu. Next up was a really cute Aritzia romper. It was the Babaton Corbett romper in olive green. It was 100% silk. It was short sleeve shorts. I loved that romper and that sold outright for $75, which was awesome and took 36 days to sell. Rompers are so cute and I love wearing them. The only thing I don't love about them is when you have to go to the washroom in them and you're not clothed from the waist up and it feels very vulnerable. The next piece was another Aritzia piece that had been sitting in my closet for a while. It was the Wilfred Adalisa crop top in this really cute floral print, very summery, really cute to wear with a pair of high-waisted jeans. That sold for $21 on an offer to liker and took 99 days to sell. It's really nice when friends buy things because then I know they're going to a great home, especially when they're super cute pieces. This next item was picked up by a friend of mine who had just joined Poshmark and she was messaging me while she was on the app being like, oh my gosh, I love everything. And she picked up this gorgeous ModCloth dress. It was called the Sure Thing buttoned midi dress and it was a really cute short sleeve denim dress with fun buttons in like a just past the knee style. Really, really loved this dress. And that sold for $52 and took 41 days to sell. We're back in lockdown in Toronto. I feel like I just keep saying that in every video, but we've been in lockdown for such a long time. But there was this cute little in-between period where we weren't in lockdown and I was able to do some thrifting and I picked up these shoes on one of those trips. These were the Tom's Black Stella wedge sandals in a size 8. They were basically brand new. They were super cute. The buyer and I went back and forth on pricing and we landed at $40 and those took 2 weeks to sell. I talked about those shoes in a haul and how I had looked at comps for a couple different pairs of toms and how it was really dependent on the style, but I was still happy with that $40 sale. These J. Crew pants were really beautiful. They were mint with gold brocade. They were also from my consignment client. Buyer sent an offer, I sent a counter. The buyer sent an offer, I sent a counter. The buyer declined. Buyer sent another offer a few days later and I just accepted. Those sold for $38 and took 12 days to sell. Sometimes I need to remind myself that I'm not in the business of storing items. Obviously, I don't want to sell things for nothing and I want to make sure I get a good value for them, but sometimes when it's like going back and forth over like $5 or $10, I'm like, just please take the things. A while back, when I needed inventory, I purchased a mystery box with some Poshmark credit from another reseller, and this Lululemon tank top was in there. It was the Lululemon free-to-be tank in sizzle yellow. It was like bright yellow, but very cute, in a size 8. I got an offer from the buyer for $22 and I accepted, and that took 53 days to sell. I shared before that I sort of have mixed feelings about J. Crew in that I won't pick it up a ton anymore, and it really depends on the pieces. And I picked up this top forever ago, before I had made that decision. It was a really pretty blush pink silk tank top from J. Crew in a size 8, and it sat in my closet for so long. I relisted it back in February and it finally sold on an offer to Laker for $20. You can tell by all of the short sleeves and tank tops that people are thinking about spring and summer, and I'm so into that. This next item was another tank top. It was a super cute Jessica Simpson tank top in purple with black adjustable straps. It was in a size 2X and it had been part of a haul that a friend had given me. It sold for $14 on an offer to Laker, and that took 153 days to sell. If you're looking for a good book, I recently read the Jessica Simpson memoir, and it was fantastic. Highly recommend. These pants actually sold to another friend, and it was her second purchase from me, so thank you so much. I appreciate the support. These were a pair of American Eagle high-rise jeggings in a leopard print. I asked recently if y'all sell American Eagle, and a lot of you mentioned that the high-rise jegging is a style that does really well for you. These were in a really fun leopard print in a size 16 petite, and they sold for $28 on an offer to Laker, and took 55 days to sell. This piece also had a summery vibe. It gave me like beach cover-up kind of feel. It was a linen blend tunic from Zara in blue and white, and it was part of the box that I picked up from Jade. It sold for $24 on an offer to Laker and took 87 days to sell. When I picked up this Free People skirt, I think I was more excited about it than I should have been. I was like, ooh, Free People, so cute. But it wasn't as exciting as I felt like it was. Maybe it was a slow day of thrifting. It was a braided mini skirt in a size 0 in a faded blue. It was very cute though, but really great for spring. And that sold for $16 and have been sitting in my closet for 185 days. I've seen some resellers do really well selling bras and other like lingerie type items, but it's not really something that I've gotten into aside from selling a couple pairs of Spanx. This Gooseberry Intimates bodysuit was in my box from Jade, and I honestly hesitated to post it for a while because I was like, is someone gonna wanna buy that? I don't know. But then I looked up Gooseberry Intimates, and their bodysuits and lingerie sell for like $150, $200, $250, $300. So I was like, okay, let's list it and see what happens. It was a beautiful black bodysuit in silk in the Love Stories line. I listed it. I got an offer from the buyer for $40 within 2 days, and I accepted. I was like, here, take the bodysuit. Love it. They got a great deal. I had a quick flip. I wish I would have listed that sooner. I don't know what stopped me. Myself. I stopped myself. But if it's not listed, you can't sell it. And even if you're unsure, just take a chance. This is what I've learned. Next up was a new with tag tee from my consignment client. It was just a really cute graphic tee with a Joshua tree print on it. Tee with a tree. I got an offer from the buyer for $25 and I accepted, and that took 37 days to sell. I loved this Amanda Upperger dress that came in my box from Jade. It was a gorgeous pink color halter top with ruffles, really fun style, and an extra small. It had gotten a bit of attention, but finally sold on an offer to Laker for $35, and that took just under 3 months to sell. When I first got started on Poshmark, I got really excited about Posh parties, and I remember seeing the Posh party that was related to popular brands, and I was like, yes, those are the brands that I need to pick up. And I remember Topshop being in the title of the party, and I was like, yes, I must pick up Topshop. So on one of my first sourcing trips, I picked up this dress from Topshop, and it is sad. in my closet for such a long time. I think I've relisted it twice now. I've just learned so much, and knowing what I know now, it's probably not something I'd pick up unless I got it really, really inexpensively. But anyway, it was sitting in my closet. This Topshop dress finally sold. It was a fine dress. It was fuchsia, short sleeve, really cute style. It sold for $16 on an offer to Liker, and honestly, I couldn't have been more happy with that sale. It was probably one of my favorite sales of the month, to be honest, because I was like, that dress, farewell. It was like at the top of my inventory spreadsheet. I was like, goodbye. Topshop is a brand that I will occasionally pick up now, but it just really depends on the style. Do you have anything in your closet that you know that you're gonna have like an inner party and feelings of joy when it sells? Let us know down in the comments what that item is. This was another item that I hesitated to list, but it was because I took photos and I hated the photos and I just needed to re-photograph it. It was the Aritzia Wilfred Enola blouse. It was a long sleeve blouse with like smocking in the front, and it tied up the back in a baby blue color in a size large. A buyer sent me an offer for $20 within 4 days of me listing it, and I was like, yes, you get this shirt. I picked up this Aritzia romper a long time ago because I had already sold it twice in a floral pattern and in a coral color, but I think when I listed it 196 days before it sold, it just wasn't the right season. So I was getting to a point where I was getting ready to relist it, but then it sold for $40 on an offer to Liker. If you ever see it, it's called the Perry romper. It's a super cute romper for summer. It has pockets, it is silk, comes in a variety of colors and styles, and it is generally sold for me around the $38 to $45 mark. This next sale was from the brand Frank and Oak, and it was just a basic tee that I'd also gotten in that mystery box. I got an offer from the buyer for $12 and I accepted, and that took 63 days to sell. That package, I got a notification to say that it had been delivered, but then the buyer couldn't find it. But thankfully it did arrive, they accepted it, they left me a really lovely love note, and all was well in the world. Ooh, this Club Monaco vest got so many likes. Like how many? I need to look it up. This Club Monaco vest had almost 20 likes. It got so much attention. It was something I had picked up from the bins, and it was really beautiful. It was a great like log and look style, like very drapey, and I thought it would go quickly. It did not. It sold for $24 on an offer to Liker and took 171 days to sell. Sometimes you just never know. People will like things but then not buy it, and you're like, hello? Do you want the thing? You could wear it. It could be yours. You don't just need to look at it. I got a lot of offers from buyers this month, which was great. I shared these Spanx leggings in my haul. They were the black jean-ish leggings. It took me a really long time to say that in the haul video. I'm glad it only took me one try here. I got an offer from the buyer for $35 and I accepted, and those took 12 days to sell. Spanx pants and leggings do really well. Always happy to see that little red tag and be able to pick them up when they're in great condition. These shorts from the brand Girlfriend also sold in 12 days. They were the Helena cut-off frayed shorts, and I got an offer from the buyer for $40 and I accepted. Those were in a size 24, and I was worried that they were going to sit for a little while, but I was really happy that they sold quickly. I also shared these Matinat shoes in that haul I did. They were a really cute Mary Jane style. I got an offer from the buyer for $35 and I accepted. The rose gold version are still sitting in my closet. They've gotten some likes. If you are a size 6 and like this style of shoe, but in rose gold, go check out my closet. And those took 33 days to sell. I also shared this dress in that haul. It was from the brand Japna in a really fun print. It sold for $21 on an offer to Liker and took 18 days to sell. This long sleeve cozy sweatshirt from Aerie in a size extra large also had a lot of likes on it, but it finally sold for $17 on an offer to Liker. I say finally sold, but it took 53 days to sell, which isn't too bad, but it got so much attention. I was just waiting for it to sell quicker than it did. This is another Topshop piece that didn't sit in my closet for a long time. It was a super cute crop denim jacket, perfect for this season. I got an offer from the buyer for $30 and I accepted, and that took 37 days to sell. See, with Topshop, it just really depends on the style. So I've had a pair of these Free People jeans in my closet for a while in a size 25. They're called the Kinsey style. They're a high-waisted, wide leg style, very trendy. They've gotten attention, they're new with tags, but they've been sitting there. I got another pair of them in a size 24, and I was like, okay, I guess I'll list them. We'll see how it goes. And they sold in 6 days on an offer to Liker for $60. But the size 25 are still sitting there. I can't explain it. I'm very happy these ones sold quickly. I really like the other pair to sell now too. This Anthropologie Maeve dress actually sold twice this month. It sold, and then as I was about to ship it out, I noticed that there was a mark on the top that I hadn't noticed before, and I was like, oh no! I washed it again to try and get the mark out, and it faded a bit, but I didn't want to send it out and have the buyer be disappointed. So I canceled the sale, messaged the buyer being like, hello, here's this dress. I canceled the order because there was a mark on it. I'm gonna post a photo and relist it if you'd like to purchase it again. And so I did, and they were like, yes. And so they sent me an offer and we did that, and they purchased it again. It was a very cute dress from Maeve. It sold for $28, and I think it had been listed for a few weeks, but because of the relisting drama, I didn't actually keep a good record of it. This next sale was a tube top. It was Aritzia Babaton. It was called the Asamba Rib Tube Top. Cute style, had a lot of likes, no one to take the leap, but finally someone did for $20. It was an offer to liker, and it took 76 days to sell. That was part of my Jade box, got a lot of likes, but I guess it took someone a little bit of time to take the leap and purchase it. More shorts. These were a pair of Free People shorts in sage green. They were a frayed, cut-off style, super cute, and just like a really fun color. I got an offer from the buyer for $30 and I accepted. Jeans, pants, and jumpsuits, like rompers, were a really big category for me this month. These were the Adriana Goldschmied Farah high-rise style. They're a really great style in a size 30, and they sold for $40 on an offer to liker. And those took 36 days to sell. It's time for my one eBay sale of the month. At the beginning of the year, I was all very excited about eBay, and I was like, yes, I'm going to relist everything onto eBay. And because I haven't found a cross-listing software that works in Canada yet, there's just been a lot happening, and I haven't made cross-listing everything over to eBay a priority. And so eBay just has been kind of quiet for me, and that's okay. With that being said, I can't remember where I heard about Squishmallows from. It might have been Kathy from Ginger Marvin, but I can't actually remember. I remember hearing that Squishmallows were a thing, kind of like Beanie Babies were in the day. People collect them, and they were looking out for them. And I was in my local Shoppers Drug Mart after I'd gone to the post office, and I was in the Easter aisle, and I saw these Squishmallow toys, and I was like, oh. So then I'm standing in the aisle looking them up on eBay, and I was like, oh, these are selling kind of well. Maybe I should pick one up and try it. So I did. These are the things I'm doing in lockdown. I'm just like, I'll try buying this toy and flipping it. We'll see how it goes. So this was Kenny the Dragon. Kenny the Dragon sold on eBay for $20 plus $12 shipping. Took about 39 days to sell, and I've now sold a plush toy on eBay. I don't know if it's something that I'm gonna venture into intensely, but I was happy that I bought it, I sold it, and I made an eBay sale in April. In the coming months, I am gonna put more time into eBay. I just haven't at this point. I don't really know what to say for myself, except that I just haven't prioritized it. And I wish that someone would come out with a cross-listing software that works in Canada. I had 10 sales on the last 3 days of April, and that was very exciting. It's funny, as I was going through my closet looking at just kind of what was selling, what wasn't, I was sending out offers, I looked at these jeans and I was like, oh, they don't have much attention on them. Usually yoga jeans do well for me. But they were a mid-rise bootcut style, so I was like, maybe that's it. But then they got a like, I sent an offer to liker, and they sold, so that was awesome. They sold for $28 and they took 10 days to sell. Yoga jeans do pretty well for me, and I really like having them in my closet. And they're so comfortable. They're very stretchy, they wear really well, and they're a Canadian brand. Next up were these Sam Edelman boots. They were the Larkin style in a brown leather. They were a really nice boot. They'd gotten some attention, but it's sort of been sitting in my closet for a while, so I sent out a 50% offer for $25 and someone accepted. And those took 131 days to sell. Alice & Olivia is one of those brands that retails for a lot, but doesn't always resell for a lot. When I saw the skirt, I thought it was really beautiful. I loved the bright floral print. I came to realize after I brought it home that the skirt should have had a lining, but it didn't ripped out. I disclosed that in the listing, and it sold for $21 on an offer to liker and took a week to sell. Another first for me, sold my first diaper bag. This was something that my consignment client had put in her box. She was kind of like, I have this fancy diaper bag. I was like, sure. It was from the brand Lowell. It was a really lovely canvas diaper bag, over the shoulder, had accessories to go with it with leather accents. I got an offer from the buyer for $65 and I accepted. These Lululemon Pace crops had been sitting in my closet for a while. I really liked the print when I picked them up, and I thought they were gonna do better than they did. Both Lululemon leggings, the trend right now is for the full length and much less towards the cropped length. Anyway, these sold for $25 on an offer to liker and have been in my closet for 120 days. I shared before that I've been exploring auctions as a way to pick up inventory, and I had picked up these boots from Naturalizer at the auction where I had also picked up the Aloe Yoga hoodie. I don't know that I've ever sold Naturalizer before, but these were a really classic style in a gray suede. They were new in the box, and I was like, I think someone will like these. And they did. I got an offer from the buyer for $60 and I accepted. And and those took 54 days to sell. Next up are these Levi's 721 high-rise skinny jeans. These took just 5 days to sell on an offer to Liker for $24. Last summer, some friends had given me a bunch of their stuff to resell, and this Seductions halter dress was in there. On the last day of April, I got an offer from the buyer for $14, and I was like, yes, you get this dress that's been sitting in my closet for 290 days. And another pair of jeans was the last item to sell in April. These were the Madewell black skinny zip racetrack jeans. They were really fun, moto style. They were kind of like a coated denim, and they sold for $25 on an offer to Liker and took 184 days to sell. 46 items, 45 on Poshmark, 1 on eBay, including my first plush toy, and that is what sold in April. In terms of trends, lots of tops, lots of tank tops. You can tell that people are thinking about spring and summer and wearing lighter clothes, which is really great. I know I'm excited for that. In terms of top brands, it's kind of my usual cast of characters: Aritzia, Lululemon, Free People, and J.Crew. As I mentioned at the beginning of the video, I wanted to share something that I learned this month relating to when buyers can cancel an offer or not. At some point in April, I had a bunch of sales to take to the post office. I dropped them off, and then I went to do the bulk select of marking them all as shipped. And I got this notification that I had never seen before saying that a buyer had 3 hours to return an item. I posted on my Instagram story, and everyone came to my rescue being like, oh no, Ashley, you shouldn't do that. And I was like, tell me more. So basically, there's a 3-hour window that a buyer can cancel an order, but that's only true when they purchase it outright. If a buyer sends an offer, that 3-hour window doesn't apply. And I didn't know that. I knew there was a window that buyers could cancel, but I didn't realize that it applied when there wasn't an offer involved. Anyway, I wanted to share that because it was something that I learned, and everyone came to my rescue to let me know, and thank you if you're one of those people, but it was something that I learned, and now I know, and now you know. So basically, if someone sends an offer, that offer is binding, and if you accept it, they are not able to cancel. It's also good to know as a buyer. I'd love to hear how your sales were in April. Be sure to leave a comment down below and let us know how your sales were, what's selling, and any trends that you're seeing. If you enjoyed this video, be sure to give it a like, and if you're not already subscribed, now would be an awesome time to do so. I'm really looking forward to May and selling more things. I also listed all my Jomar stuff that I recently shared in a video. I'll be sure to link that up top. It's not doing very well yet, so we'll see. I'm currently waiting on some other inventory, and I think this weekend I'm gonna do a bit more spring cleaning and go through my personal closet, see what I'm not wearing, and list some of those items in my closet. Thank you so much for being here and being a part of this community, and I will see you soon.